Indoor training has become immensely popular over the last few years, and it's all thanks to smart trainers like this one here. The only problem is, until now, they have been fairly expensive investments. This brand new Pinnacle HC, however, bucks the trend as it costs just £500, making it something of a bargain. So in this video, we'll take a closer look at this new trainer, go for a spin, see how it performs, and also talk about the benefits of a smart trainer for your indoor riding. Okay, let's dive in, and it's quite heavy, so I'm gonna put it down now. Oh, crikey. Indoor training has never been as good as it is right now. It's largely thanks to interactive and engaging platforms like Swift and Trainer Road, to name a couple of examples, but none of those will be possible without direct drive smart trainers like this one here. I really do believe they are one of the game-changing products in the cycling world in the last decade, because they have made indoor training so much more engaging, fun and useful, whether it's crappy weather outside, or you're a time crunch cyclist, or you want to enjoy the fast social network of online training events, races, and there's even now a World Championships event as well. And products like this make it so much better than it ever used to be. The reason these direct drive smart trainers are so revolutionary and so good is down to two reasons. The first one is a smart element. So inside we have ANT Plus and Bluetooth, two wireless protocols that allow the trainer to connect to a computer, a tablet or a phone, and then your favorite training platform, whether Trainer Road or Sufferfest or Swift or whatever it is, can talk and control the smart trainer. You don't have to worry about the resistance level of the trainer because the training platform does it all for you. Whether you're doing an interval session and you want to make sure you hit 350 watts, the trainer will do that for you. Or whether you want a realistic road feel, you want the contours and the gradients of the road to be realistic, the trainer will do that for you. And the other reason the trainers are so good is because your frame attaches directly to the trainer itself. So you remove your rear wheel and attach the frame to the trainer using the axle here, whether through axle or quick release or whatever system you have. There's a cassette on the other side there. And what that means is several things. Firstly, there's no wear and tear on your rear tire because no rear tire rubbing on a roller as you get on a basic trainer. We have a much bigger flywheel, so a much bigger, heavier flywheel weight, which gives a more realistic road feel. And you have a really solid, sturdy and quite heavy platform. So when you're doing some big sprints, up to 2,200 watts possible on this HC trainer, it's not going to move about, it's going to be really solid and secure. And when you've done your session, remove the bike, release this bolt, and it folds away into the cupboard so nobody knows you've been training in the kitchen or living room. Just don't forget to mop up the sweat on the floor. And really, trainers like this are a long, long way from the olden days of indoor training, when you had a very basic turbo trainer. You had an interval session taped to your stem and an old edition of the Tour de France playing on VHS on the TV, and time went very slowly on those indeed, and it wasn't a very enjoyable experience. A good tool if you're a racing cyclist, but trainers like this one here and all the training platforms now available make riding indoors more accessible for more people, whether you're racing or just riding for fun and enjoyment and want to boost your training when it's raining outside or snowing outside, or you have to look after the kids and you haven't got time to go outside. So they are really a big revolution in the cycling world, and to see prices come down to £500, which this one costs, makes it even more accessible and appealing to more people. Up until now, smart trainers like this have been fairly expensive investments, but this brand new Pinnacle HC is one of the most affordable on the market right now, with a retail price of just £500. Yet, there's no corners cut, it packs some really good features for the money. It has a claimed accuracy of plus or minus 2%, as good as the competition and as good as much more expensive trainers as well. We have a maximum power output of a staggering 2,200 watts, which is well above my max power output. I don't know about you, but let me know down below what your max power output is out of interest. And then it will simulate a gradient of up to 20%, so plenty steep enough to really put your legs through some punishment. This flywheel here weighs 5.7 kilograms, so it gives a really good realistic road feel, as we'll find out later. As I mentioned earlier, it's Ant Plus and Bluetooth compatible and works with most popular training platforms. Here's a list of all the compatible ones. And you can use Shimano and SRAM free hubs. And it doesn't come with a cassette, you have to supply your own cassette, but I'm sure you've got spare cassettes at home. You can easily change the wheel size by removing the bolt on the frame, so compatible with mountain bikes and road bikes. And there's an internal cadence sensor, so you don't have to fit one to your bicycle frame. And the whole thing weighs 15 kilograms, which is really heavy. And it means when you're doing some big sprints, it's not going to move about that easily. There isn't a handle on it, but you can use this as a handle to move it about when you finish training. Getting the new Pinnacle HC up and running is a breeze, from the box to riding in minutes. Yes, there's some assembly required, but it's straightforward and easier than any IKEA flat pack furniture. And once built, fit a cassette, choose your axle, quick release or through axle, put your bike on, connect to your favourite training software, and off you go. So I've been using this new Pinnacle HC Smart Trainer with Zwift because I've been using the platform for the last few years and logged loads and loads of miles, as you can see, and it works extremely well. It gives that fast reaction to gradients, climbs and pace change in the app, and you can feel it through the Smart Trainer. It's changing resistance very quickly and very seamlessly as well. The noise, as you can probably tell, and from the decibel meter, is pretty quiet actually, and most of the noise from the bike is actually from the drivetrain on this bike right now. The trainer itself is hardly making any noise at all, and indeed it's much quieter than many other smart trainers I've used over the last few years. The pedaling feel is silky smooth and it's as close to riding outdoors as it gets when you're inside your living room. That big flywheel, the big heavy flywheel, gives it a very realistic road feel, and it feels really smooth, really supple, so a really nice road feel from this Smart Trainer. Really impressed with how it feels through the pedals. I'm a long way from troubling that 2,200 watt maximum capacity, but even with some of my sprints, the base is very stable, the weight of the base is sufficient enough, and the legs are far enough apart, and they're rubberized as well. So on my wooden floor here, it feels really rock solid. So all things considered, this brand new Pinnacle HC Smart Trainer is a great entry to the world of indoor riding. It's a good price, it's easy to set up, works well, nice and quiet, nice realistic road feel, and it's all you need from a Smart Trainer. And it's available right now from all Evans Cycle stores and available online. I'll put a link down below. Right, if you don't mind me, I'm going to carry on and do a bit of training. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all again very soon. Right, cut.